Chapter 1. The Body in China Street. 1. Green dice rolled across the green table, struck the rim together, and bounced back. One stopped short holding 6 white spots in 2 equal rows uppermost. The other tumbled out to the center of the table and came to rest with a single spot on top. Ned Beaumont grunted softly, "Ugh," and the winners cleared the table of money. Harry Sloss picked up the dice and rattled them in a pale, broad, hairy hand. "Shoot 2 bits." He dropped a $20 bill and a $5 bill on the table. Ned Beaumont stepped back, saying, "Get on him, gamblers, I've got to refuel." He crossed the billiard room to the door. There he met Walter Ivans coming in. He said, "'Lo, Walt," and would have gone on, but Ivans caught his elbow as he passed and turned to face him. Did you talk to Paul?" When Ivans said Paul, a fine spray flew out between his lips. "I'm going up to see him now." Ivans' china blue eyes brightened in his round, fair face until Ned Beaumont, narrow of eye, added, "Don't expect much. If you could wait a while." Ivans' chin twitched. But she's going to have the baby next month." A startled look came into Ned Beaumont's dark eyes. He took his arm out of the shorter man's hand and stepped back. Then a corner of his mouth twitched under his dark mustache, and he said, "It's a bad time, Walt, and, well, you'll save yourself disappointment by not looking for much before November." His eyes were narrow again and watchful. But if you tell him, I'll put it to him as hot as I can, and you ought to know he'll go the limit, but he's in a tough spot right now." He moved his shoulders, and his face became gloomy except for the watchful brightness of his eyes. Ivans wet his lips and blinked his eyes many times. He drew in a long breath and patted Ned Beaumont's chest with both hands. Go up now," he said in an urgent, pleading voice. I'll wait here for you." 2. Ned Beaumont went upstairs, lighting a thin, green-dappled cigar. At the second-floor landing where the governor's portrait hung, he turned towards the front of the building and knocked on the broad oaken door that shut off the corridor at that end. When he heard Paul Madvig's, "All right," he opened the door and went in. Paul Madvig was alone in the room, standing at the window with his hands in his trouser pockets, his back to the door, looking through the screen down into dark China Street. He turned around slowly and said, "Oh, here you are." He was a man of 45, tall as Ned Beaumont, but 40 pounds heavier without softness. His hair was